So greetings to those joining us later online. We do hope that you will come and be with us in person very soon because, let's face it, you're missing a lot of the service. You missed a lot of good stuff this morning that we shared before we get to the message. So please come and be with us in person at Unity of Tempe. So today we are continuing to delve into the profound wisdom of the Beatitude through our series, Blessed. And we're on a journey to unlock the promises of blessings that Jesus imparted during the Sermon on the Mount, as recorded in Matthew chapter 5, verses 1 through 12. Who wants to unlock those blessings? A few of us. Wait, let me ask that again. Who wants to unlock those blessings? Yes, we want to unlock them. Absolutely. So each beatitude begins with the word blessed, and it presents us with a twofold structure, a condition and a result. And these are not just lofty ideals, but states of being that, when embraced, yield deep blessings in our lives. Now, if you've missed any of the first 3 sessions, you can catch them at unityoftempe.org. But I want to focus today on the 4th beatitude. And it's like its predecessors because it initially can seem very enigmatic, but a deeper look at it reveals its profound message. So let's examine it. Let's say it together. Blessed are they that hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. So this beatitude invites us to consider what truly satisfies our spiritual hunger and thirst. So to support us in demystifying it, let's look at one unusual and hilarious way of approaching this beatitude from a Super Bowl commercial a few years ago. And it may not be the best way, but it's a way. That's a few years old, but it's still fun. Joe had already gotten this and my message and slides today, and he came in and he said, "That's so funny. I love that one." It's funny. And it captures an essential truth that nothing fills or quenches our thirst like the love of God. But so Doritos and goat aside, let's return from our detour to deciphering the 4th beatitude. Blessed are they that hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Now, interestingly, some Bible translations use the word justice instead of righteousness to emphasize social or legal fairness or the administration of the law. And personally, I have to say that I prefer the word justice in here than righteousness, because I don't know about you, but I find righteousness a troubling word because it brings to my mind connotations of moral superiority. Yet as most translations use the word righteousness, we're going to stick with it, seeking to understand it better in the context of this beatitude from a new thought perspective, from a unity perspective. And because as we've come to know from all of the Beatitudes, there is a deeper metaphysical meaning. According to Emmett Fox, righteousness means in the Bible not merely right conduct, but right thinking on all subjects in every department of life. And so in unity, righteousness can be interpreted as right useness. Right useness. Well, that sounds more like a unity thing, like, right? Instead of righteousness, right useness. That sounds better, more in alignment. But right useness of what? Well, of our spiritual principles, of our umpa, of our omnipresence, our oneness, our mind, our prayer, and our action. I hope those are getting really ingrained in you because we say them every week. And of using those in harmony with spiritual laws. So we reap the blessings of this beatitude as we align with our spiritual principles. Through proper application of them, we demonstrate God's presence and power in our lives. That's huge, right? Through proper application of these principles, we demonstrate God's presence and power in our lives, and we receive immeasurable blessings. And of course, this supports our fulfillment and our growth and continued evolution on our spiritual journey. And it contributes to harmonious relationships with the divine and with other people in our lives, and those we haven't even yet met, right? And it encourages us to continually embody spirit in our actions. And the more we use these principles rightly, the more we consistently demonstrate spirit at work in our lives. Who wants to consistently demonstrate spirit at work in their lives? I mean, because sometimes you're like, yeah, didn't demonstrate spirit too well at work in my life that day where I got a bit upset about that thing. That's okay. That's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Just go, another opportunity. So in Jesus' time, to be in the righteousness of God meant to be intimately connected to the very life force of the divine. And it was something for which people longed. Well, the psalmist expressed this longing beautifully as he said, and you're going to like this slide, I hope, as the deer longs for streams of water, so I long for you, O God. Love that little deer there, don't you? And so our soul longs for that divine connection. And sometimes we forget that we are always connected with God. Yes, our connection with God is constant, and it's kind of like an electric kettle that's always plugged in, ready to be activated. And of course, being a tea-loving Brit, I use my electric kettle many times a day. Yet, like my spiritual connection, I can't just expect it to work without me initiating some type of action. I have to flip the switch. Just like we had a perfect example this morning. We wanted coffee. We can't just say coffee machine work. There might be one day, but no. We had to put it on, and Catherine beautifully ground up the coffee for us so that there is coffee for those of us who would like to have that. We have to take an action. Blessed are they that hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled, assures us that our inner hunger to find ourselves in God will be quenched. And the very essence of this yearning is a testament to our existing bond with the divine. It's like the kettle or the coffee maker awaiting its purpose. Awaiting its purpose. Now, some say that the yearning we feel for God is actually God's yearning for us. The yearning that we feel for God is God's yearning for us. And Meister Eckhart, a great mystic, beautifully articulated this reciprocity of love, divine love, in this way. Let's read this together. The eye through which I see God is the same eye through which God sees me. My eye and God's eye are one eye, one seeing, one knowing, one love. One love. Isn't that beautiful? I just love that. And this is really old. This is from 1260 from Meister Eckhart. So this profound oneness, because we'd call this oneness, and an example of oneness, this writing, is not just a poetic sentiment. It reflects the essence of our spiritual journey. And when we consider righteousness, let's keep the ideal of oneness at the forefront. And here are some other synonyms for righteousness that perhaps you didn't know. Good, honest, incorruptible, conscientious, respectable, virtuous, honorable, ethical. So such an individual who displays these qualities is guided to act in the highest and the best interest of all, not dictating the lives of others, but actively opposing injustice and harm. So righteousness in its purest form is about authenticity and integrity. It's a call to live in such a way that our thoughts, words, and actions are in harmony with our spiritual principles and values. It's about being true to ourselves and to the divine presence within us. Now, in a world where the term righteousness can be divisive, because we all were like, yeah, not many of us were like, the term righteousness doesn't really gel with me. In a term where it can be a divisive word, let us reclaim it as a unifying force. Let us demonstrate through our lives that being righteous means being a beacon of hope, a source of comfort, and a testament to the transformative power of unconditional love. And as we navigate the complexities of life, let us remember that righteousness is not a weapon of judgment. You've probably heard it that way, right? Who's heard righteousness used as a weapon of judgment? Many of us, right? It is not a weapon of judgment in its authentic sense, but a tool of healing. It's a path that leads us to deeper connection with the divine and with each other. So let us hunger and thirst for this kind of righteousness. Let us seek to be filled with the spirit of inclusivity, understanding, and peace. And as we do, we will find that our souls are indeed satisfied, nourished, and richly blessed. And so the practice that I encourage you to participate in this week is reflect. Each day, take a moment to look inward and affirm your commitment to living in harmony with spiritual principles. In this way, you ensure your actions are an authentic reflection of your inner truth and values. Who's committed to doing that this week? Yeah, take a picture of it so you can remember to do it. Put it on your phone, and then when you call it up, you'll be like, oh, I'm going to take a moment each day to do that. And you'll want to keep your phone out for the next one because we've got an affirmation coming up. Okay, we got it? Okay. And got it. Almost got it. And I'm going to change the screen. You got it? Yeah. All right. So this is the affirmation. Get your phones ready. And let's say together, I am committed to daily reflection, aligning my actions in harmony with my spiritual principles. I am the embodiment of my deepest values, an authentic reflection of my inner spiritual essence. So when you're going through challenges in your life or something's coming up and you're like, should I, shouldn't I, which way should I go? Check in with these and ask Spirit, is this a reflection of where I am today? Or is it a reflection of who I was yesterday or 3 months ago or 5 months ago or 10 months ago or 10 years ago? And check in with this. I really, really believe this is powerful. I'm doing it along with you. So now we're going to go on a little spiritual visualization meditation journey together, okay? And we'll anchor all of this together. Okay, so I invite you to close your eyes. Put your feet flat on the floor. Hands palm up on your lap. And take a few deep breaths. And with each breath, feel yourself going deeper and becoming more relaxed. Shutting everything else out and being just present here. As you continue to breathe deeply, relaxing even more. Imagine a radiant light above you. This light is the source of all love, wisdom, and truth. Imagine this divine light flowing through you, filling you with peace and clarity. Now visualize yourself in a beautiful garden, vibrant with life and color. The flowers bloom in perfect harmony, and the air is filled with the fragrance of peace, understanding, gentleness, and kindness. In the center of the garden stands a magnificent tree, its branches reaching high into the sky. See yourself walking towards it with a sense of purpose and intention. As you approach the tree, you notice its roots are deeply connected to the earth, just as you are deeply connected to the divine source. As you reach out and touch the tree's bark, you feel the energy of life, light, and love pulsing through it. You sense your oneness with the divine presence that permeates all things. Silently, you affirm to yourself, "My essence is inherently good. I express this goodness in every thought, word, and action." The leaves of the tree begin to shimmer with luminous energy as if in agreement with your affirmation. Feel the joy of aligning your actions with your spiritual values. you see a path and begin walking on it. Notice how each step on this path aligns with your spiritual values and the principles you hold dear. With clarity and purpose, you walk the path of your convictions. You feel blessed beyond measure, knowing your spirit is aligned with the divine essence of your being. Feel the warmth and strength that come from living in harmony with your spiritual self. Relish in this feeling of positivity and joy. You are blessed. You are loved. Taking another deep breath, you begin to slowly come back to the room, coming back to the now. Coming back gently to this present space of love. And when you slowly open your eyes, you carry that sense of divine connection with you and let it guide you in all your actions as you live in harmony with your spiritual values. And welcome back. How was that? We're still in the path, right? Just doing that. Beautiful. And so continuing these blessings, there's a beautiful song by Karen Drucker that reminds you that you, all of us, that we are, when we get our blessings and we share them, we are a blessing to the world.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am I'm a blessing to the world. I'm a blessing to the world.
Isn't that beautiful? Because so often we don't feel that we're enough. We don't feel that what we're doing is enough in the world. And so I want you to say that with me out loud. I am a blessing to the world. I am a blessing to the world. I am a blessing to the world. Now, you thought you're done with sharing it with one another, but I want you to turn to someone and remind them. Gail. Ah, so important to remember that. Did someone remind Joe? Joe Rojas. Yes, awesome. Yes, yes. And let us remind ourselves that we are blessed. Are you feeling more blessed through going through this series? Is it helping to put, yes? Oh, good, because I love the Beatitudes. So let's say, I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. Yes, indeed. We are indeed blessed. And so we'll say this as well. I am a beloved child of God, here to be an ambassador of good. And that's how we're a blessing to the world, right? As we're sharing our ambassador of goodness wherever we are, our love and our light, we are a blessing to the world. And the world certainly can accept more love and more inclusivity and more gentleness and more kindness. So thank you, thank you, thank you each time you get out there and you do that in any single way. So it's time to share our blessings, our financial blessings right now, because we know that they come back to us a bazillion fold. I've been told you can't outgive spirit. And that is what really is a part of our practice here. And we actually do make a tithe every month as well to other organizations as well. So I want to invite you to say and take your tithe, put it on your heart. And if you're doing it online, just send some love to your phone as well, electronically, and say, I am a joyful sharer of my good. Let's do that again. I am a joyful sharer of my good. I remember that as I give, I receive, and that God is my source. And it comes back to us so abundantly. Thank you, Carla, for doing that. And if you're doing Zelle or PayPal, here's the information for you. And so we are so, so blessed. And this is what helps us at Unity of Tempe to stay here on Sundays. Thank you, Catherine, for doing that as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're so, so grateful for these blessings. Thank you, God. They are what help us at Unity of Tempe to stay here. Without these blessings, we wouldn't be here on Sundays. So thank you, thank you. And we bless every single prayer in the prayer box that has ever been or ever will be, knowing that the right and perfect answer is on its way right now. And so it is. Yes. Thank you, Catherine and Carla. So if you'd like to be on our Zoom prayer and connect call, we meet on Thursdays, every Thursday at 10 a.m. for prayer, support, and community. And what we share there stays there. Because sometimes even your minister needs to let off something. And so it is like a Vegas thing. So if you're not on there, you're not going to hear unless they've said what people want. Yes. Email. Do you get our email? So it goes out on Wednesday night. So check your inbox on Wednesday night. And that is the link. Thursday, we'd love to have you join us. We really would. Yes. All right. So intentional collection for Matthew's Food Crossing Bank is on June 30th. Bring in your non-perishables anytime for that. And we're collecting water. Thank you, Sandra, for bringing water. And Epiphany is a heat relief station this year. And these wonderful celebrations are coming up next week. So this will be the last time you will see this particular slide. It is at the Tempe History Museum, and you can get the address here. This is June 15th. It is a Saturday. Saturday, June 15th, and it's free. It's from 11 till 3. I encourage you to take a picture if you want to go to this. It looks like it's going to be, Joe said it's a fabulous event. He's going to hopefully be there, and so it's wonderful. And I will be at this one for sure. Not sure about the other one, but I will be at this one. But don't go at 10, because where do you need to be at 10 a.m.? Here, so we can all go afterwards. We can help us get out of here early so we can go, and they apparently have food. I've been to this one before. It is fabulous. They have activities, and you get to go see inside the Heritage Center, which is, if you haven't been there, it's just fascinating anyway. So I encourage you to go to these and be here Sunday so we can go together and have fun. I want you to know how important you are. Each of you are so important and so beloved, and you do make a difference, and thank you for being there. And if you know of anyone who doesn't feel loved right now, or who's struggling in any way, or who could just benefit from feeling a community that loves and accepts them, invite them here so that they can feel that love also. And remember, Unity of Tempe is our happy place. And sometimes tears come up for us because we're releasing things that are blocking us from knowing our true magnificence. So let us say together, the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. All is well, and we are grateful. Beloveds online, have a beautiful week, and we hope to see you here very soon.